guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. So I had to do a little switcheroo, and this video is going up late because usually I do things on Friday, but it's been kind of a crazy week. The weekend's gonna be just as crazy. I'm actually in like 2.5 hours. I headed out to watch my little brother race. He's racing again. He's got the bug. He's like, oh, let's go racing. Okay. I was like, I gotta get a video up. I have to at least have it filmed before I go. Just took a shower. My hair is wet or semi-wet. And yeah, so I have for you about 15 books to haul, to add to my library. It's gotta go in the TBR jar, so tomorrow I also gotta write all that stuff out. There's about 15 books I have accumulated over probably the past 4 or 5 months. There are some Nightworms books in here. There's some random things I found at the dollar store, Target, all sorts of things. I was going to put them in order of like genre, but we're just gonna fly by the seat of our pants. Let me know if you've read any of these books as we go along. Maybe there's some that in your brain you're just like, oh, you should really get to that now. I'm also going to like not give too much of a synopsis, especially if it's like horror or thriller. I like to try to go into it blind and not know. So without further ado, let's get into the book haul. Gotta crack open an energy drink. Not sponsored, but I drink way too many of these. So Alani, if you want to fuel this book nerd, I would be honored. All right. So, first on the pile is a romance book. This is Night Shift by Annie Crown. It was a Wattpad book, kind of like, what's the one that Anna Todd did? After, that's right. Back, it says, when a college bookworm and the campus basketball star share a sexy encounter in the library stacks. Hello, an encounter in the book stacks? Yes. Things get complicated. Now, what really drew me to this, because I thought maybe it was making fun of the romance genre, it says, typical romance novel trope. Shy bookworm spends her nights working in the library until the local hot guy walks in, persuades her to take off her glasses and let her hair down, and passion ensues. Never going to happen, right? That's why rom-coms are just fantasy, at least until you're living one. So I thought that was funny. It kind of makes fun of romance tropes right on the back. And yeah, I'm excited to read this one. It's going to be cute. Next is one I believe I got in a Nightworms, and this is Heads Will Roll by Josh Winning. This screams to me, oh yeah, I definitely got this in a Nightworms because I have a book plate in there, a signed book plate. But hello, there's toasted marshmallows and an axe. This seems like the perfect summer one, but it says Willow's worst nightmare was being canceled, but the shadows in the woods of Camp Castaway might destroy more than her reputation. It says after a sitcom star, Willow tweets herself into infamy and stumbles blind drunk into a swimming pool, her agent ships her off to Camp Castaway, nestled deep in upstate New York, which is where I'm from, which is kind of cool. Castaway is a summer camp for adults who are desperate to leave their mistakes behind. No real names, no phones, no way to call for help. So that seems really awesome. I've been reading a lot of books where upstate New York is like the epicenter of a story, and I'm really here for it. I really like that. Next on the list, I believe I got this at BJ's because there's a book section, and I always go in there and sneak it into the cart when Don's not looking, but I know he knows that I'm sneaking books into the cart, but it's fine. It's fine. This is The Midnight Feast by Lucy Foley. I believe I've read anything by Lucy Foley, but this one seemed pretty good. Kind of seemed like a summery outside party. So it says, welcome to the opening weekend of The Manor, a luxury resort built on top of old secrets in an ancient forest. The founder, the husband, the mystery guest, the kitchen help. Everyone has an agenda. Everyone has a past, but not everyone will survive the midnight feast. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. It just looked good, cool, and the cover is pretty awesome. And it's shorter. Well, not really. 347 pages. The chapters seem short. I love short chapters in books. Another one I'm really excited to read. Hopefully get this one and the last one done this summer. Next I have what is like my 20th edition of this book, and that's Alice in Wonderland. I believe I got this at the dollar store because it's only $1, but it's really cool. I love this edition. there's newer, like different pictures in here that aren't the typical traditional illustrations you see in the books. So I thought this was really cool. It was $1. I'm here for it. It's going to add to my massive collection. All right, next one is one I've heard really good things about. I'm excited. It's kind of a hyped book, so I'm a little nervous. And that is The Return by Rachel Harrison. She's wrote a lot of books. I have a couple of hers here I haven't read. Maybe I'll do like a Rachel Harrison readathon. Readathon? That's not what you call it. Whatever. Cramming vlog or something. She wrote Black Sheep. She wrote Cackle. And there's a couple other ones. But basically, because everyone has read this but me, a group of friends reunite after one of them has returned from a mysterious 2-year disappearance in this haunting debut novel. So this is her debut novel. I had no idea. Julie is missing and no one believes she will ever return except Elise. Elise knows Julie better than anyone and feels it in her bones that her best friend is out there and that one day Julie will come back. She's right. 2 years to the day that Julie went missing, she reappears with no memory of where she's been or what happened to her. And then after that, I feel it's gonna probably get messed up. It sounds to me very much like my best friend's exorcism, which I loved. So if it kind of not does the same thing, but it kind of goes in that direction of friendship and like she won't leave her friend and she knows better, so on and so forth. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm excited. Also, this pink cover. If I can get my hair to be that pink, Maddie, if you're watching, this is the pink. This is the summer pink we need to aim for. It's the perfect pink. Next on the list, the cover got me, and that is Stone Blind by Natalie Haynes. I got this at Target. This is kind of a Medusa retelling. It says, they will fear you and flee you and call you a monster. The only mortal in a family of gods, Medusa is the youngest of the Gorgon sisters. Unlike her siblings, Medusa grows older, experiences change, feels weakness. Her mortal lifespan gives her an urgency that her family will never know. When the sea god Poseidon assaults Medusa in Athens' temple, the goddess is enraged, furious at the violation of her sacred space. Athene takes revenge on the young woman. So it's really going to go into the life of Medusa, poor Medusa. You get turned to stone, that's your own bad. Poor Medusa. So I thought this would be a fun read, and thought it'd be interesting to kind of maybe have a story told about Medusa and why she is. I love like a villain story where like not that Medusa's a villain, but why they become the way they do. So I'm excited to read this. Next is a book 2 of a series that I have already read, and I was really excited. There's a book 2. I think there's a book 3 coming out soon as well. And that is Tastes Like Candy 2, Sugarless by Ivy Tholen. So the first book really follows these group of high schoolers, and they go to this carnival, and like one by one, I think it was like the Poison Apple Carnival or something like that, and one by one these people are killed off, and at the end when you find out who it is, it's very shocking. I thought it was very shocking. I loved it. So I was like, whoa, the way it left off, how is it going to continue? Well, she's continuing it. And yeah, I'm excited. This is a lot thicker than the first book. This is 367 pages. I'm excited, and these covers are really great. So we'll read this probably during Halloween time. Next book is one that I got in the Nightworms. It's a smaller, shorter book, and that is Crypt of the Moon Spider by Nathan Bellingard. It's really short, maybe 100 pages, less than that, 85 pages. It says, a dark and dreamy tale of horror, corruption, and identity. In a cave beneath the dense forest and streams on the surface of the moon, a gargantuan spider once lived. Its silk granted its first worshippers immense facilities of power and awe. It's now 1923, and Veronica Brinkley is touching down on the moon for her intake at the Barrowfield Home for Treatment of the Melancholy, a renowned facility. Its treatments have been lauded by many. So this is cool. Takes place in the moon. Were they on the moon in 1923 yet? I thought the first moon landing was like 1950 or 1960 or something. So this is crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, short book. Probably one I should read soon considering I am behind in my goals. Another one I got from my Nightworms. This is Through the Midnight Door by Katrina Monroe. She's the one that wrote They Drown Our Daughters. I've never read. So the darkness will always be waiting. The Finch sisters once spent long hot summers exploring the dozens of abandoned properties littering their dying town until they found an impossible home with an endless hall of doors and 3 keys left waiting for them. Curious, fearless, they step inside their chosen rooms and experience horrors they've never dared speak of again. So like a haunted house situation. This also seems to be medium-sized chapters. But the cover is really pretty. I really like that cover. I know we are speeding along. I'm telling you. My brother's like, you gotta be at the track at 4 because I have to watch my nephew. So we're kind of going through this. Another Nightworms. I love this cover. This is Flowers from the Void by Gianni Washington. This is a story collection. It's a debut story collection. This opens portals bridging the strange and the lonely to the gruesome and the intimate. 13 dark tales are told through the lenses of Black, female, and queer narrators, among others which burrow deep into the heart of the Gothic to challenge the conventional nightmare. Flowers from the Void unburies a haunted labyrinth of chilling alternate realities eerily similar to our own. It's cool. It's a story collection. I'm actually in the middle of reading a story collection. I'm almost done. If you know, the Stephen King story collection. It's with Skeleton Boy, Skeleton something. I don't know that I will get to short stories anytime soon. I'm kind of like lagging trying to finish this, but this does seem great. Maybe I'll save it for next year during Pride Month. A book I found at the dollar store. The dollar store has got some pretty good books. I do go through there. Like if I have to go to the dollar store, I kind of rummage through the books. And I found this one. This is Liberty by Caitlin Greenidge. Another cover that is just stunning. So it says, coming of age in a free Black community and Reconstruction era Brooklyn, Liberty Sampson is all too aware that her mother, a physician, has a vision for their future together. Liberty is to go to medical school and practice alongside her, but Liberty is hungry for something else. Is there really only one way to be independent? And she is constantly reminded that, unlike her light-skinned mother, she will not be able to pass for white. When a young man from Haiti proposes to Liberty and promises a better life on the island, she accepts, only to discover that she is still subordinate to him and all men. As she tries to parse what freedom actually means for a Black woman, Liberty struggles with where she might find it for herself and for her generations to come. So I think this might be kind of a hard-hitting, just gonna hit all the feels type of book. But it seemed really good. It's a New York Times bestseller. No, what does it say? New York Times book review. 100 notable books in 2021. But yeah, it seemed really good and I'm excited to read it. Another book I found at the dollar store, and I've seen this in Barnes & Noble and I had wanted to get it and I was like, no, there's other books that I wanted more. But I was so excited to see this at the dollar store. This is Rabbits by Terry Mills. Now this book might be way beyond my brain comprehension, but I'm going to give it a try because it was at the dollar store. We're gonna see. But I love the cover. The cover is so good. Where's the explanation? Here we go. A deadly underground game might be altering reality itself in this all-new adventure set in the world of the hit Rabbits podcast. See, this is what I mean. I don't know what this Rabbits podcast is. I don't, like, already I'm just like, am I gonna not understand what's gonna happen? It's an average work day. You've been wrapped up in a task and you check the clock when you come up for air. 4:44 p.m. You check your email and 44 unread messages have built up. With a shock, you realize the date is April 4th, 4/4. And when you get in your car to drive home, your odometer reads 44,444. Coincidence? Or have you just seen the edge of a rabbit hole? Rabbids is a mysterious, alternate reality game so fast it uses the entire world as its canvas. Since the game started in 1959, 10 iterations have appeared and 9 winners have been declared. The identity of these winners are unknown. So it has to do with a computer game? I don't know. Somebody help me. Honestly, I liked it because of the cover. Am I way in over my head? Let me know in the comments down below if you've read this. Please help. Maybe I just keep it for the cover, because already. Like, do I need to go and listen to this podcast? Is it a lost cause if I don't listen to this podcast? Let me know in the comments down below. If anything, the cover is beautiful. Okay. Next on the list is one that I was like, oh, I haven't read the book before this, but I should be fine. And that is Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio. She wrote If We Were Villains, which I have not read, but I'm thinking about reading it before this. I got this at my local bookstore, Liftbridge, and the cover, again, if anything, the cover, it's just gorgeous. It is gorgeous. And when I read the back, I was like, oh, it sounds good. 5 night shift workers, an ancient cemetery, an open grave. Every night in the college's ancient cemetery, 5 people cross paths as they work the late shift. A bartender, a rideshare driver, a hotel receptionist, the unofficial steward of the derelict church that looms over them, and the editor-in-chief of the college paper, always in search of the story. One dark October evening in the defunct churchyard, they find a hole that wasn't there before. A fresh open grave where no grave should be, but who dug it and for whom? Atmospheric and eerie, with the ensemble cast her fans love, and a delightfully familiar academic backdrop, Graveyard Shift is a modern Gothic tale in If We Were Villains, author M.L. Rio's inimitable style. So, another one I'm not sure if I should read If We Were Villains. It's short. I don't know that I would need to read it. I don't know. But she's got a cocktail recipe down here. She's got 2 cocktail things in here and a playlist. So I'm excited to read this. Again, it's short. It will help me boost my reading goal, because that's not going good at all. Okay, we got 2 more books, and they are both Nightworms books. We have At the Bottom of the Garden by Camilla Bruce. We have just under 350 pages. This is a floppy book, which I enjoy. So it says, a murderess becomes the guardian of 2 very unusual girls in this mesmerizing Gothic novel from acclaimed author Camilla Bruce. It says, Clara Woods is a killer and perfectly fine with it too. So what if she takes a couple of lives to make her own a little bit better? At the bottom of her garden is a flower bed, long overgrown, where her late husband rests in peace. Or so she's always thought. Then the girls arrive. So it seems really creepy, haunted house-esque situation. And the cover, these covers, most of these books I have in this are just so good. And again, floppy. We like a floppy paperback. I don't know if that's gonna stay. Okay, we have one more book. This one's a hardcover book. Again, from my Nightworms. This is Mask of the Deer Woman by Lori L. Dove. Another stunning cover. I have the book plate in there for this one. In this powerful and chilling debut thriller, an investigator haunted by her past and the mythical Deer Woman races to bring a missing girl home before it's too late. At rock bottom following her daughter's death, ex-Chicago detective Carrie Starr has nowhere to go but back to her roots. Starr's father never talked much about the reservation where he was raised, but the tribe needs a new marshal as much as Starr needs a place to call home. In the past decade, too many young women have disappeared from the res, some dead, others just gone. Now, local college student Shanoa Cloud is missing, and Starr falls into an investigation that leaves her drowning in memories of her daughter, the girl she failed to save. Starr feels lost in this place she thought would welcome her, and when she catches a glimpse of a figure from her father's stories, with the body of a woman and the antlers of a deer, Starr can't shake the feeling that the fearsome spirit is watching her, following her. What she doesn't know is whether Deer Woman is here to guide her or to seek vengeance for the lost daughters that Starr can never bring home. So it seems really exciting, a mystery, thriller-esque situation. In the woods, girls are missing. Yeah, it seems creepy, could keep me up at night. But yeah, that is all the books. I don't know if I put this one up here that's gonna fall. Please don't fall. Okay. those are all the books I have hauled. I do have more. We'll do another video on those books. Again, have you read any of these books? Please help me with this rabbits one. Let me know if I'm way over my head with that. I probably am. And yeah, which one should I get to first? Which ones have you read? All the things. What are you currently reading right now? How is summer going for you guys? Well, summer for us on this side of the world. Winter for the... I mean, we knew that was going to happen. Okay. On that note, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe, become a member of this beautiful bookish family. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and push your post notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. And with that, I will see you guys really soon, if I'm not taken out by books, in my next video. Bye! I almost just died. Almost just died. It's fine. Oh, is it though?